Let's review this Tapo Smart Hub. This is the Tapo H200. So basically you can use it to connect to different devices like sensors, like cameras. And I have it working here for some time. You see that I have the Tapo app. And here you can see the Tapo H200 and also my Tapo T310, which is a temperature sensor. And my Tapo C420, which is a Tapo camera, right? So basically here you can use devices like this, a smart contact sensor. This is the Tapo T110. And this other one here is a smart motion sensor, the Tapo T100. And the one that I already have here on my Tapo app, which is the smart temperature and humidity sensor, the Tapo T310. Okay, they don't work without the hub, so you just need to have the hub to make those devices work, right? It's super simple to set up. So basically it comes with everything that you need. Let me just get here the quick start guide. You see that I just need to connect the hub to the power supply, and then I connect the cable directly to my router. And as long as I have my camera, for example, connecting via Wi-Fi to the same router, the Tapo hub is gonna find my camera. And you just need to download the Tapo app for Android or for iPhone, and you can set it up, right? So pretty simple. You see here different types of devices. You have temperature and humidity sensor, dimmer button, windows or door sensor, cameras, doorbell, light switch, and motion sensor. Okay. So simple to use. You see that comes with the cable as well, an Ethernet cable. This one is not very long. That's why I'm using another cable here to connect to my router. It's just a Ethernet cable, okay? You connect to the router here, connect to the power supply. There's a reset button, and it's slot for microSD card. I'll leave a link here in the description for this microSD card because you just need to have a good one to have your camera working, right? Here in front you see an LED that shows the hub's working, and a speaker so you can use as a chime. And talking about camera, I have this camera working here on my network. So this is the Tapo C615F. It's a floodlight camera with solar panel. So it's working pretty fine. If I come here to my Tapo app, you see that if I just tap here on the Tapo H200, I have one connected device. Okay. And this is the Tapo T310, which is the sensor. And if I want to add a new one, I just need to come here to the plus signal and I can set up a new device, or I can connect an existing device, which means the device that's already in the network and it's working. So here I can just select my camera, for example, start searching here in the network. As long as I have them connecting to the same router, it's going to find, and then I can connect to my camera, okay? Before connecting to the camera, let me just show how I'm using here. Basically, I have the Tapo H200 hub, and then I have my camera. And right now my camera is just saving the footage here directly into an SD card. If I come here to storage and recording, you see recording, local storage, and it's using an SD card. Okay, it's in good condition. Has loop recording, which means it starts recording and delete the old videos and start recording the new ones. And I can just format the SD card from here. Basically, the camera. If I want to connect to the hub, I can just start recording into the hub. So I can have different cameras, all of them connecting to the hub and recording there, right? So I can come from here and select hub storage and look for the hub, or I can come directly to the hub and select from there. Let me just come here from the camera and select hub storage, and you see here save to. So there's this option that I just need to select, and now it's searching for my camera, right? And it's the same way that happens with the hub when you go through the hub. You see that found here the hub, and then I just need to select, and I'm good to go. Now it's being recorded to the hub storage. Super simple. I just save here, and I'm good to go. Now every time that I'm taking a look at the video that are recorded, the video are recorded into the hub, right? Just come back here to the main screen, for example, and playback and download. You see that I have the option to playback from the cloud or for the local storage, which means the SD card in the camera or the hub. And I see here the recorded videos, right? Super simple. And then you can also start working with smart automations, which I like. Let me just come here, for example, from this camera, I come down, and from here I select smart actions. Okay, so here I can ring a chime on the hub, right? I have this automation already, I was testing before. Basically this one works like this. When there's some motion in front of the camera, that's the when, then it's going to trigger here the ring on the Tapo H200. There's also if condition if you want to, but I'm not using if condition here. I'm just using then, right? And then let me just come back here and just toggle this one to enable. Basically, here when there's motion in front of the camera, it's going to trigger the alarm, right? Let me just confirm here that then here is a sound that I can select and has 5 seconds for the duration. And when I come here, I can select which sound I'm gonna use. This one. This one. Let me just use this one, sound number 2, and here's the volume, right? And here is the ring, duration. Let me just come back here for the event when the text, the type here, motion or vehicle. So when there's vehicle in front of the camera, it's going to work, right? Let me just save. And now we'll start working. Let me just come back here to the main screen. It's going to take some time. You see here the text on, just to make sure that I can see the cars passing there. And then that's detecting the cars, right? Then I just wait for some time and we start working. And after, there we go. You see the motion here. And triggers the chime there. Okay. And after some time, it stops working because there's a time to trigger the new alarms, right? So it's not working right now because it triggers, then it stays silent for some time, and then it rearms and start triggering the alarms again, right? Super simple and works pretty fine. So you can have a lot of different automation. Let me just come back here and smart action, just disable this one. Otherwise, I'm gonna have a lot of alarms, right? And I can just come here and select other smart actions. You see automations, and I select here when, for example, and then I can just select when a device status change. I can select my temperature sensor. When reach certain temperature, it can change. I can trigger an alarm here with a chime, right? So for the camera or any other devices that I have available from Tapo, which means plugs, switches. You see somebody like using a switch somewhere, you can chime here as well. So super simple to use and works pretty fine. I've been using this for some time to record my videos and also for some automations, right? I hope that helps. Basically, that's the Tapo Smart Hub and works with different devices. You can insert a microSD card here up to 512 gigabytes, connect via cable, and work with different devices, including here your front doorbell, right? I hope that helps. Leave your comments here, subscribe to this channel, and I see you in the next one.